All right, guys, a little bit of APBA PC baseball with Ernie Harwell. This is a different kind of original franchise, All Stars disc, in which the Baltimore Orioles, for instance, and St. Louis Browns have their own teams, Brooklyn Dodgers, LA Dodgers, what have you. Anyhow, tonight's going to be the Orioles versus the Yankees, and yes, I decided to put the Yankees in in the Polo Grounds tonight because why not? They played there at one time. So I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic, get things set up. Hey, cousin. So just taking a tiny break tonight because it's a little late from the McGraw League, but still a little bit of baseball. And the upshot is you don't have to listen to me. So Dave McNally will take on Lefty Gomez. We see Gomez. We don't see either pitcher on this channel too much, but especially Lefty Gomez. So hope you enjoy the game. And Ernie's Harwell call of it. And before I go off mic, great job managing the Boston Bean Eaters last night, cousin. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute up and get things going here. Turn it over to the great Ernie Harwell. Quick hi to you, Bernie. I'm going on mute and letting Ernie Harwell take it over. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And Ken, yeah, great job last night. Wow. Awesome stuff. Got to do it again. Yep, felt like putting the Yankees in the Polo Grounds. Why not? So, guys, curl up in your favorite chair, bed, roll up a game, have a beverage, whatever, and listen to Ernie. Much better than I am. And thanks for coming in.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell, and welcome to New York Yankees baseball. Glad to have you with us for Big League Baseball here on 66 WAPBA. We're coming to you from out here at the park where the Yankees will host the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Overall, they now stand at 1 wins and 1 losses. Game number 3 of 3 here in New York. The Yankees have won 1 and lost 1. The Yankees take the field here in the first. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Yankees. Garrett at first base. Zarek at second. Pizzuto, the shortstop. Nettles at third. Across the outfield, in left, it's Ruth. In center, DiMaggio. And over in right, Mantle. Munson is behind the plate. And on the mound for the Yankees, the left-hander, Gomez. He will be facing Orioles. Starter, left-hander, McNally. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Buford will lead it off. He's earned his reputation at the plate. This is his second game. To date, he is 0 for 4. Munson crouched down now. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Buford goes down on strikes. 1 down. One down, first inning. It's now Alomar, the bat. Alomar at the plate to hit. This is his second game so far at the plate. 0 for 4. Roberto has a good eye. Gomez will go to work on him. And a pitch. Long fly to center. DiMaggio. He's going. He reaches out. He makes a catch. 2 away. Okay, Baltimore now sends Singleton to bat. He'll bat from the right side this time. Watch out with Ken at the plate. To date, batting 3 for 7. Ken has homered twice with 4 ribbies.
So I'll jump in here, Clinton. I'm always too lazy to write stuff in the notes under a video. So this is different. So the way this is put together, that I put this together, is that the Orioles have their own all-time greats team, and the St. Louis Browns have their all-time great, have their own. The LA Dodgers and the Brooklyn Dodgers each have their own teams. The New York Giants, San Francisco Giants, again, have their own teams. So that way we get to see more of a history of the greats of these franchises without, like in the case of the Browns and the Orioles, if it was an all-time great Orioles team, there's probably going to be, you may or may not see Harlan Cliff, for instance, or whatever. So that's why they're split up. Same with the Dodgers, right? The Dodgers, if you do the LA Dodgers, but you include Brooklyn, there's some players you're going to see, some players you're not. So that's why this is done this way. And so hope you like it. You'll get to see George Sisler play when I do a St. Louis Browns game. Absolutely. All right, back to Ernie, and I'm going to mute my mic.
Left-handed Gomez goes to the set position. Here's the pitch. It's looped to right. Mantle coming on, but he won't get it, and Singleton is on at first. Murray getting ready to go. Murray, a fierce hitter so far this season. 4 for 9. He has 2 RBIs. Catcher ready. He lets it go. Murray lines one deep to right. Mantle racing back. He has it. And that retires the side. That'll do it for Baltimore. Nothing across. There were no errors. 1 left. Orioles. Nothing. Yankees coming up. For the Orioles. Overall, they now stand at 1-1. In the league, they're number 2 in batting average at .254. Third. In homers with 4. Third. In slugging. 4th. In stolen bases with no. The Orioles take the field here in the first. Get your scorecard. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Orioles. Murray at first base. Alomar at second. Belanger the shortstop. Robinson at third. The outfield consists of Singleton in left field, Blair in center field, and Buford over in right. Dempsey is behind the plate and going today for Baltimore. The lefty, McNally. When he's on, he owns the plate. Leading off, Azari. Watch out with Tony at the plate. On the season, 3 hits in 10 trips. Tony has homered twice with 2 ribbies. He's walked 3 times. Azari steps up to the plate. Catcher ready. McNally into the wind. Azari gets way under this one. A tall one in the infield. Belanger and Alomar are both there. Belanger takes charge, and Azari is history. 1 away. One out. Right-handed hitter, DiMaggio. Gets set to bat against McNally, batting second. A showstopper. To date, batting 2 hits in 9 trips. 1 homer, 4 ribbies. He's walked twice. Joe can get on. Left-hander McNally, ready. McNally to the wind. Way outside. DiMaggio draws a base on balls. Okay, here's Ruth to hit for the Yankees. Batting left, 1 down. DiMaggio on first. Babe can really kill the ball. So far this season, 2 for 8, 1 homer, 2 ribbies. He's walked once. DiMaggio can motor at first. Ruth waiting for McNally. McNally comes set. The pitch. Swung on. Base hit right field toward the gap. That's good for extra bases. Buford digging. He's got it. DiMaggio rounds third. The throw comes into Belanger. They're holding DiMaggio at third. And Ruth is in standing with a double. For Ruth is first. Double of the season. 2 on. Garrett's up. He's their cleanup hitter. A showstopper. On the season, only 1 RBI so far for New.
I just realized that one of the I have a ton of managers for this game, but I still don't have them all loaded in. So, I mean, we got Joe McCarthy managing the Yanks. Let's have Earl Weaver manage the Orioles. Didn't even realize it. All right, here we go. Back to the action.
McNally put on the rubber. McNally looking in at the target. Orioles playing for the out at first. The pitch from McNally. The swing. His bat snaps in two. The barrel is headed out toward short, and the ball pops over second into shallow right. It'll be a base hit. DiMaggio scores. Ruth is rounding third. The throw comes into Murray, and they're holding Ruth at third. So Garrett with a ribby single, and the Yankees go ahead by a run, 1-0 first inning. That gives Garrett 2 RBI on the season. Okay, for New York. Runners at first and third. 1 down, the bottom of the first inning. We have Mantle to bat for the Yankees. He'll bat from the right side this time. A hero in the bleachers, looking for his first hit. 0 for 6. He's walked 3 times. He will strike out. McNally focuses in on the target. Infield deep. Ruth with a good lead off third. McNally comes to him. Slow chopper toward short. Ruth is headed home. Belanger is over. He'll go to first. And gets him. But the run scores. And Garrett moves to second. And the Yankees add to their lead. It's now 2-0 ball game. That's Mantle's first run batted in of the season. 2 gone, first inning, 1 on. Here's Nettles to hit for the Yankees, batting left. A steady hitter. So far, 3 for 8. He has 2 RBIs. The hitter stands in. Dempsey crouched down now. The pitch. Routine fly ball to right. This should do it. Buford camps in his tracks, and he covers it. The line for the Yankees, 2-2-0. They leave 1, and they capture the lead. The score now stands 2-0 Yankees. Robinson, Blair, and Dempsey due up for Baltimore. Robinson leading off the second. Robinson belts them all so far. 5 for 9. Robinson knows how to get on base. Brooks steps up. Pitcher Gomez set to go. The pitch. Robinson smacks it to right like a rocket. And right fielder Mantle spears it. Nearly went through his glove. 1 away. Blair is up next. Capable of some fine hitting to date. 3 for 8. Now Gomez ready. Gomez with the pitch. Off the end of the bat, Garrett moves for it. And he spears it, races to the bag. In time for the out. 2 down. Now coming up, Dempsey. Uncertain at the plate. This is his second game. To date at bat, 0 for 3. Dempsey in the box. Catcher ready. The delivery from Gomez. Dempsey turns the bat loose, but comes up empty. He's out of there. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors midway through the second. Yankees still with a 2-run lead. We go to the bottom of the second inning. McNally will now face the bottom of the Yankees lineup. Munson, Pizzuto, and Gomez coming up. Munson to lead it off. He has the talent to do some damage. This is his second game. So far this season, 0 for 1. McNally ready. The pitch. Munson dribbles one to the left of the mound. McNally can't reach it. Belanger charges in, grabs it, and throws in one motion. And nips Munson at first. One away. Pizzuto comes up to bat. Phil, with an enviable track record as a hitter, looking for his first hit. Nothing in 8 trips. The hitter stands in. Dempsey crouched down now. The pitch. Batted slowly toward first. Murray fields it and feeds McNally coming over for the putout. Gomez up there. Lefty taking his first at bat of the season. Left-hander McNally ready. The pitch from McNally. He goes down on strikes. Side retired. McNally sets them down in order. Yankees up 2-0. The Orioles will have Belanger, McNally, and Buford here in the third. Belanger to lead it off for the Orioles. Right-handed batter to face Gomez. Mark can hit. Mark waits. Gomez is ready to fire it in. And the pitch comes in. Belanger smacks it toward the hole. Pizzuto far to his right. Nice stop, but he bobbles it. Belanger takes a big turn around first, but he'll stop there. They give him a single. Well, pitcher McNally to hit. Belanger on it first. Dave taking his first at bat of the season. Left-hander Gomez ready. He squares. The delivery, and McNally lays one down. Gehrig fields it. He might have a play on Belanger. No, he'll flip to Mazzari, covering first. A sacrifice for McNally. Belanger moves down to second. Belanger on at second, one away. The next Orioles batter is Buford. Don is their leadoff man. Don waits. Munson crouched down now. Gomez working on Belanger to hold him close. Gomez kicks and deals. It's up to the right side. Gehrig fields it and touches it up. 2 away. Belanger had to hold up at second. 2 gone. Third inning, 1 on. We have Alomar to bat for the Orioles. Hitting from the right side here. The hitter stands in. Gomez focuses in on the target. Belanger moves quietly toward third. Gomez brings it. A topper out front. Gomez has it. Throws to first to retire the side. That'll do it for Baltimore. Nothing across. 1 left. They had a chance but could not convert. Yankees over the Orioles. 2-0. And they'll try to add to that lead coming up. We're at the head of the order for the Yankees. McNally will face Mazzari, DiMaggio, and Ruth. Mazzari will lead it off. Now McNally ready. He brings it in. Mazzari dribbles one to the left of the mound. McNally can't reach it. Belanger charges in, grabs it, and throws in one motion, and nips Azari at first. One away. One down, third inning. Next to bat for New York is DiMaggio. DiMaggio now ready. McNally ready. McNally fires it in. DiMaggio wraps it to the right side. Alomar ranges to his left. The quick peg to first, and DiMaggio is retired for the second out. Ruth to face McNally. McNally staring in, ready to work. The pitch. Slow ground ball right side. He could beat this out. The quick snap from Alomar, and Ruth is out at first. 3 away. So the Yankees go down 1-2-3 after 3. Yankees up by 2. New York will now face the heart of the Orioles lineup. Singleton, Murray, and Robinson coming up. To get it going for the Orioles here, Singleton, the switch hitter, will bat right-handed here. Gomez is ready to fire it in. The delivery. Singleton pops it up behind the plate. Munson moves under it and hauls it in. 1 down. Murray is now up. Eddie waits. Left-handed Gomez goes to the set position. Gomez comes home. Easy bounce out of Azari. He stops it. Flips to first. In time. And that's the second out. All right, the next Orioles batter is Robinson. 2 outs. Gomez prepares to come home. Gomez deals. Way off the plate. That'll be ball 4. And a free pass for Robinson. And that's the first walk issued by Gomez. That was Robinson's first walk of the season. 2 down, 4th inning, 1 on. Blair is stepping up to hit against Gomez. Munson set. He comes home. Big swing, but he got under it. Center fielder DiMaggio drifts back. This should do it. He brings it down, and the side is retired. The line for the Orioles. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1. The score still stands 2-0 Yankees as we head for the bottom of the 4th inning. For New York, it'll be Gehrig, Mantle, and Nettles. To get it going, Gehrig. McNally gets set to pitch. The delivery. That's high and deep by Gehrig. Blair is on the run. On the run. It's starting to tail away from him. He makes a catch. 1 down. Mantle gets set to face McNally. The switch hitter will be a righty against McNally. 1 out. Mantle takes his stance. McNally focuses in on the target. McNally over the offering. It's a shot to left center. Blair is over. Still after it. And he makes a running catch. 2 gone. Two gone, 4th inning. Next to bat for New York is Nettles. The hitter stands in. Now McNally ready. McNally winds and fires. Grounded to the right side, wide of first. And it's quick by Murray. And on into right for a base hit. And Nettles has himself a single. Well, we have Munson, the bat for the Yankees. Batting 7th. 2 gone. Nettles down at first for New York. Thurman ready. McNally staring in, ready to work. And now the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Belanger is backing up quickly, still backing. He's under it and makes the catch. That'll do it for New York. No runs on one hit. One left. The score still 2-0. Yankees leading. Gomez will now face the bottom of the Orioles lineup. Dempsey, Belanger, and McNally coming up. Here's Dempsey to start it off. He's a right-handed batter. Gomez looking home. The offering from Gomez. One hop at a second, over to first. One away. Belanger up there. He'll wait for his pitch. Pitcher Gomez set to go. Here's the pitch. Grounded to Nazari. He scoops it up. Flips to first. Two away. Two gone. Here's the pitcher, McNally. McNally gets in there. Gomez gets set to work on him. Gomez into the wind. Swing and a miss. Hang up a K for Gomez. 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway through the 5th. Yankees still with a 2-run lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. For New York, it'll be Bizzuto, Gomez, and Nazari. To get it going, Bizzuto. Phil can pop it. Batter ready. McNally prepares to come home. McNally now. Slow roller toward third. Robinson has to rush his peg. And he gets his man. Sweet play by Robinson. 1 down. Now at bat, Gomez. Gomez waiting for McNally. McNally looking home. McNally kicks and deals. Grounded to the right side, wide of first. And it's worked by Murray. And on into right for a base hit. And Gomez has himself a single. Nazari is now up. Tony can pound the ball. New York started. Gomez pitching well, but an extra run would give them a little room. Gomez, a decent runner. Pitcher McNally set to go. First baseman Murray holding the runner on. McNally brings it home. High and inside. And the count goes full. Azari back in the box. Left-hander McNally ready. The payoff pitch. Misses the strike zone. Azari tabbles to first, and Gomez moves into scoring position. Now DiMaggio to face McNally. 1 out. Runners at first and second for New York. He has great power. Left-hander McNally ready. The runners take their lead. And the pitch comes in. DiMaggio pulls it into left center. It's the gapper. It's going to roll to the wall. Gomez will score. Azari rounding third. The throw comes into Murray. DiMaggio then standing with a double. And they're holding Azari at third. So the double scores 1, and the Yankees add to their lead. It's now 3-0 ball game for DiMaggio. His first double of the season, and DiMaggio now has 5 runs batted in on the season. The Yankees have 1 away, 2 in scoring position. The bottom of the 5th inning. Ruth gets set to bat against McNally. A showstopper. He already has a hit in this game, a double. McNally now set. Orioles playing for the out at first. The runners take their lead. McNally delivers. Ruth lunges at it, and that's strike 3. 2 away. For New York, 2 in scoring position. 2 gone. The bottom of the 5th inning. Left-handed hitter Garrett gets set to bat against McNally. He's their cleanup hitter. Lou, a league-leading slugger. Dempsey sets up. The pitch. Check swing. They check with the third base ump. He went around. Side retired. The line for the Yankees. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2. They inch away from the Orioles. Yankees ahead 3-0. We go to the top of the 6th inning. We're at the head of the order for the Orioles. Gomez will face Buford, Alomar, and Singleton. To get it going, Buford. He'll wait for his pitch. The batter stands in. Gomez gets set to pitch. He lets it go. Wrapped back to the mound, and he spears it over to first, and Buford is retired. It's now Alomar, the bat. Base is empty. 1 down. Roberto has a good eye. Munson set. Gomez delivers. Alomar laces it into the gap in right. It's a tweener to the wall. And Alomar pulls into second base standing up. For Alomar, his first double of the season. And that's his first hit this season. For Baltimore, 1 gone, 1 on. Singleton now walks out to bat. Singleton has a hit in 2 trips. Catcher ready. Gomez working on Alomar to hold him close. The pitch to Singleton. Singleton gets this one in the air on the infield. The shortstop Pizzuto drifts over behind second base to make the catch for out number 2. Two outs, 6th inning, 1 on. Murray advancing to the bat, batting in the 4th slot. Murray 0 for 2. Murray gets in there. Gomez gets set to pitch. Alomar stretching his lead. Gomez comes to him. Check swing. He held up and he walks. Setting up the force, and that's only the 2nd walk issued by Gomez. That was Murray's first walk of the season. Alomar on second, Murray on first, 2 away, the top of the 6th inning. Robinson gets set to face Gomez. Robinson is a feared offensive threat. Brooks has 1 RBI on the season. Robinson steps up to the plate. Gomez is on the slab, checks Alomar at second. The runners take their lead. Gomez comes home. Pop foul behind third. Nettles is over. He's under it and makes the catch. The line for the Orioles. No runs on one hit. They leave two. The Yankees have held them. Yankees over the Orioles. 3-0. And they'll try to add to that lead coming up. For New York, here in the sixth, Mantle, Nettles, and Munson. Leading off, Mantle. A showstopper. Pitcher McNally eyeing Mantle. Now he's ready. He cranks and fires. Swung on, pop foul behind first. Alomar's racing over, waves off Murray, and he gloves it. One away. Here comes Nettles to take his cuts. Nettles, a power hitter. Nettles steadies his bat. McNally looking home. He lets it go. Lazy fly to center. Easy chance from Blair. He's got it. 2 away. Two outs. Sixth inning. Right-handed batter Munson now walks out to bat. Pitcher McNally set to go. The delivery. Hit in the air to left field. Singleton backpedals. Plenty of room. And he covers it. 3 down. So the Yankees go in order. Yankees still leading by 3. The Orioles will have Blair, Dempsey, and Belanger here in the 7th. To get it going, Blair. A dangerous hitter. Blair now ready. Munson set. Gomez to the wind. Blair draws a walk. Wait a minute. The ump says it's strike 3. Blair was already heading for first. He can't believe it. 1 down. We have Dempsey coming up to hit. He hits from the right. 1 away. Gomez is ready to fire it in. He comes home. The ball is chopped out over the mound. Pizzuto gets to it in front of second, rifles it to first, and just nips Dempsey for out number 2. Belanger walking up to bat. Belanger has a hit and 2 at-bats. Munson set. The pitch. A towering fly ball to center. This should do it. DiMaggio roams over. Plenty of room. And hauls it in. 3 down. The Yankees retire the side in order. Yankees still leading by 3. And we'll go to the home half. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. Pizzuto, Gomez, and Azari to bat next. Here's Pizzuto to start it off. He has some power. Pizzuto waiting for McNally. Left-hander McNally ready. McNally over the offering. Cut on, ripped to right centered. Buford gallops for it. He cuts it off. Pizzuto wisely holds first. And that's his first hit this season. Here's Gomez coming to the plate. McNally focuses in on the target. Pizzuto well off first. Infield back at double play depth. And the pitch comes in, and he fans him. Gomez is gone. 1 down. Pizzuto on first. 1 gone. We have Azari coming up to hit. Azari belts them all. Dempsey sets up. The runner's going. Swing and a miss. Dempsey fires to second. And they've got Pizzuto in a rundown. And Belanger runs him down. He flips to Murray. And they get him. Nice play. 2 away. Azari ready to take on McNally again. Dempsey ready to receive. The pitch. Swung on. Routine fly to left field. Singleton drifts over. He's under it. No trouble. And he covers it. And that's out number 3. That'll do it for New York. No runs on 1 hit. No errors. They leave none. Yankees still with a 3-run lead. We go to the top of the 8th inning. For Baltimore, here in the 8th, McNally, Buford, and Alomar. McNally is scheduled to hit. Orioles need to put men on base now. Pitcher Gomez eyeing McNally. Now he's ready. Orioles manager Weaver looking at his score sheet. You can mark pitcher McNally out for the Orioles. Weaver not letting him bat. Gentile will pinch hit for him. Matt's left. He grabs the bat. Heads to the box. So McNally gets his innings. He pitched 7. He yielded 3 runs on 6 hits. He stands to lose it unless the Orioles can make up the 3-run deficit. Gentile up there. Exceptional power. This is his 2nd game. So far this season, 0 for 1. Time's running out for the Orioles. Jim can get on. Left-handed Gomez goes to the set position. Now Gomez pitches. Swung on. Blind a shot to center. DiMaggio runs straight back. He got a quick start. Turns and reaches and brings it down. Joe made that look easy. 1 down. Buford the hit. 1 down. Buford is hitless in 3 at-bats. Left-hander Gomez ready. He delivers. Ripped to right center. Base hit. DiMaggio is chasing it down. He'll have to hurry. Buford is trying for 2. The throw. Safe at second. For Buford is first. Double of the season. And that's his first hit this season. For Baltimore. 1 gone. Buford down at second. Alomar now walks out to bat. He'll bat from the right side, this time hitting second. Alomar, 1 for 3. Roberto can pop it. The Orioles need to string something together right here. Over in the on-deck circle, Singleton watches Gomez. Roberto waits. Gomez will go to work on him. Buford at second takes a big lead. Gomez over the offering. Hit like a shot. Azari waves on it, but it's by him into right. Buford rounds third. The throw comes into Gehrig, and they're holding Buford at third. Second hit for Alomar in the game. All right, Orioles with runners at first and third. 1 down. Singleton will bat next for Baltimore. Ken gets good wood. Ken has 4 RBIs this season. On at first. Roberto with dazzling speed. A double play would hurt, but with Alomar on, it may be difficult. The hitter stands in. Gomez will go to work on him. Yankees playing for the double play. Buford takes his lead at third. The pitch. Hit deep to center field. DiMaggio is racing back. It's a tweener. It one-hops the wall. DiMaggio corrals the ball. Buford scores. Alomar rounds third. The throw comes into Pizzuto. Singleton's in standing with a double, and they're holding Alomar at third. The tying run is now at second base. So the double scores one. The Orioles are on the board. They are within two. Score 3-1. For Singleton is first. Double of the season. And Singleton now has 5 runs batted in on the season. For Baltimore, runners at second and third. One away. The top of the 8th inning. Murray walks up. The switch hitter will bat right-handed here. Eddie has a walk and 3 times up. Murray grips his right shoulder. Gomez flaps his left arm. Gomez inspects the ball, trying to find some magic. Murray stands in, waits. Gomez is on the slab. Robinson is loose and ready to follow Murray. Gomez looking in at the target. They're playing him in. Alomar at third with his arms out, crouched. The pitch comes in. Roped over third into left field. Ruth in hot pursuit. Alomar scores. Singleton is rounding third. The throw comes into Nettles, and they're holding Singleton at third. So the single drives in 1, and the Orioles are sneaking up on the Yankees. They are within 1. Score now 3-2, and these fans just inched forward in their seats. And Murray now has 3 runs batted in on the season. 2 on, the top of the 8th inning. Next to bat for Baltimore is Robinson from the right. He's a contact hitter. Robinson, 1 free ticket in 3 trips. On the season, only 1 RBI so far for Brooks. This infield can turn the DP. And with Murray on first, New York has a chance. Singleton out at third. That's the tying run. Robinson brushes his shirt. Gomez stretches his arms above his head. Batter in the box. Waits. Gomez on the rubber. Next would be Blair. Paul is in the on-deck circle. Gomez focuses in on the target. Infield back at double play depth. The runners take their lead. Gomez brings it. Line to left center. Base hit. DiMaggio is over. Singleton scores. Tie game. DiMaggio takes it on the long bounce. Murray is around second. The strong throw comes into Pizzuto, and they're holding Murray at second. The go-ahead run is now at second base. So the single drives in 1 big run. Oh, those Orioles. They have tied this game, and this crowd has gone silent. And Robinson now has 2 runs batted in on the season. Okay, folks, listen up. Runners at first and second. 1 down. We have Blair coming up to hit. He hits from the right. Paul can do some damage. A chance to drive in a run here. Blair 0 for 3. Murray at second could score on a single. If he scores, the Orioles take the lead. Blair wipes his left sleeve across his forehead. Works the bat across his back. Gomez wipes sweat from his hands. Blair in the batter's box. He slowly digs in to face Gomez. Sets his cap. Now ready. Gomez is on the slab. Dempsey is loose and ready to follow. Blair checks Murray at second. The runners take their lead. The pitch off the end of the bat. Garrick moves for it, gloves it. Looks at second, and he steps on first for the out. 2 down. The go-ahead run is now on third. Two outs, 8th inning, 2 on. The top of the 8th inning, it's now Dempsey, the bat. Dempsey not looking like a threat. Dempsey tucks in his shirt. Gomez positions his mitt. Gomez needs to bear down here. Dempsey at the plate. Sets his cap, waits for the pitch. Gomez climbs the mound. Left-handed Gomez goes to the set position. Murray takes his lead at third. The pitch swung on. Hot smash to Pizzeri. He charges, scoops it, flips to first. Plenty of time. That's the third out. That'll do it for Baltimore. 3 runs on 5 hits, 2 left. They had good chances for more, but they do tie it up. Score knotted at 3. Baltimore will now face the New York strength. DiMaggio, Ruth, and Gehrig. Miller is coming on to pitch for the Orioles. For Miller, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. It's his game to win. Here's DiMaggio to start it off. Joe, 1 for 2 with a walk, has a ribby, and he scored a run. Miller wipes sweat from his hands. DiMaggio in the batter's box, knocks the bat handle twice on the plate. Now ready. Miller put on the rubber. Dempsey sets up. Miller brings it. Driven to right. It's playable. Buford is there, and he covers it for out number 1. Here's Ruth batting third. Ruth 1 for 3. And he scored once. He's a fair slugger. Ruth steps up to the plate, waits for the pitch. Miller is on the slab. Gehrig now kneels in the on-deck circle. Miller looking home. The pitch. Fly ball right field. Buford is there. And he makes the catch. 2 away. Gehrig gets set to bat against Miller. He's their cleanup hitter. Carries a monster bat. Gehrig is 1 for 3, 1 RBI. Lou stands in, adjusts himself. Loosens his grip slightly. Waits. Catcher ready. Miller into his motion. Delivers. He goes down on strikes. Side retired. So the Yankees go in order. Score even at 3. For Baltimore, here in the 9th, Belanger, Miller, and Buford. To get it going for the Orioles. Here, Belanger. He has the talent to do some damage. Belanger has been up 3 times with 1 hit. Belanger can beat out the ground ball. Gomez wipes sweat from his hands. Belanger steps up to the plate. Quick look at the ump. Again focused on Gomez. Waits for the pitch. Gomez sets up on the rubber again. Stares down the hill for Munson to sign. Gomez comes home. Lofted down the line to right. Mantle racing over. He won't get it. He cuts it off. Belanger wisely holds first. He's on with a single. The go-ahead run has reached second. Safety for Belanger. Miller is scheduled to hit. We'll have to wait to see if he bats for himself. Miller to face Gomez. Stu taking his first at-bat of the season. He's not much of a risk to bunt. Belanger will take a big lead. He has the speed. Gomez put on the rubber. Lefty against righty. Checks Belanger on first. Trying to freeze him. McCarthy looks on silent. Orioles manager Weaver looking at his score sheet. Weaver is recalling pitcher Miller. Howell will pinch hit for him. Bats left. He shoulders the bat. Strolls to the box. So Miller goes 1 inning. He yielded. No runs. On no hits. Orioles hitter Howell. Awesome power. This is his second game. To date, he is 0 for 1. Very unlikely to bunt here. Swift-footed Belanger at first. Howell still not in the box. Ties the lace on his left shoe. Works the bat across his back. Gomez works the ball with his hand. He bangs his spike on the front side of the rubber to clear the dirt. Howell takes his place in the box. Leans in. Gomez on the rubber. Eyes narrow as he peers in for the sign. Now glances at Belanger. First baseman Gehrig holding the runner on. The pitch cut on. Grounded hard to short. Scooped by Pizzuto. Throws quickly. Out at second. Over to Gehrig for the deuce. Buford walks up. 2 down. Buford is 1 for 4. And he scored a run. Buford in the box. Waits. Gomez put on the rubber. Gomez will go to work on him. He comes home. Buford is called out on strike. That's the 3rd out. That'll do it for Baltimore. Nothing across. They leave none. There's no change. Score 3 runs for both teams in the 8 1/2. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Mantle, Nettles, and Munson to bat next. Watt is coming on to pitch for the Orioles. For Watt, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. It's his game to win. Mantle to lead it off for the Yankees. The switch hitter will bat left-handed. This guy carries his own bag. Mantle is 0 for 3. 1 RBI. Watt stretches his arms above his head, digging a landing spot in front of the rubber. The batter stands in. Waits. Watt put on the rubber. Rotates the ball in his right hand. Watt looking home. Watt to the wind. Watt loses him, and he trots down to first. Watt not showing any emotion, and Watt has walked the winning run. Okay, for New York. Nobody out. Mantle on first. Next to bat for New York is the left-hand hitting Nettles. Nettles, 1 for 3. Nettles is a threat for the extra base hit. Very unlikely to bunt here. Mantle pawing the ground at first. Score him, and we'll all go home. Nettles readying himself, tugs at his belt. Watt wipes sweat from his hands. Nettles in the batter's box. Bat cocked. Waits for the pitch. Watt is on the slab. Right-hander Watt ready. Mantle well off first. Watt kicks and delivers. 1 hopper back to the mound. Watt up with it. Throws to first. In time for the out. Mantle moves to second on the play. That's out number 1. One down. 9th inning. 1 on. Here's Munson to take his swings. Thurman 0 for 3. They'll have to work around Munson's power. Munson readying himself. Hitches his pants. Watt shakes out his arms. Watt bends for the rosin bag. Munson in the batter's box. Thurman has a look of determination on his face. Waits. Watt put on the rubber. Shakes off the sign. Now Dempsey is running out to the mound. They're talking it over. And now Dempsey is trotting back. Here we go. Checks Mantle at second. Mantle extending his lead. The pitch. There's a low line to left. It's a long run in for Singleton. And he's got it on the run. Mantle is tagging, but they'll hold him there as the ball is returned to the infield. So, 2 away. Mantle on second for New York. Pizzuto is out to get his licks. He bats right. Pizzuto 1 for 3. Phil has some pop in his bat. Pizzuto tucks in his shirt. Watt stretches his arms above his head. Phil at the plate. Waits. Watt sets up on the rubber again. Gomez still has his jacket on. Now Watt ready. Watt looks back at Mantle on second. Watt spins and fires to second. Mantle hits the dirt. The tag. Mantle's back safely. Now Watt is set again. The offering to Pizzuto. It misses. Ball 4. And Pizzuto will get the base. That was Pizzuto's first walk of the season. Gomez is scheduled to hit. We'll have to wait to see if he bats for himself. Offensively this season, he's 1 for 3. Batter in the box. He's 1 for 3 here. Watt climbs the mound. His mitt steady. Azari, the bat next, checks the runners. Yankees skipper McCarthy walking down the bench. McCarthy is recalling pitcher Gomez. Who is it? Williams will bat for him. Switch hitter. He shoulders the bat and heads toward the plate. So Gomez gets his innings. He pitched 9 full innings. The game for Gomez, 3 runs on 9 hits. He wins the game if they can score here. Here comes Williams to take his cuts. Ernie can pound the ball. Williams brushes his shirt. He lifts the bat, weighing it. Looks back into the dugout. Watt wipes sweat from his hands. Williams steps up to the plate. Ernie takes his time, settling in the box. Now, ready. Watt climbs the mound. Checks Mantle at second. The pitch. Blown away, and it's off his mitt. He's after it, but the runners move up, so the Baltimore defensives have been breached. The winning run is now on third base. Williams in the batter's box. He rubs out a little chalk at the back of the box. Bends his shoulders. Now, ready. Watt is on the slab. Watt looking in. Speeded Mantle edging down the line. The pitch to Williams. Williams slaps one to the right side. Murray moves for it, and he spears it. He flips the Watt covering for the final out. That'll do it for New York. No runs on no hits. They leave 2. So they fail to cash in on the 2 runners. Yankees, Orioles, even at 3. 8 baseball grand. We keep playing till we have a winner. We're going to extra innings. And here comes the artillery for Baltimore. Alomar, Singleton, and Murray. Gossage is coming on in relief for New York. For Gossage, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. It's his game to win. Alomar to lead it off for the Orioles. Alomar has been up 4 times with 2 hits, and he scored a run. A productive power hitter. Infield is tense. Eyeing the speedy Alomar. Gossage inspects the ball. Kicks the rubber. Batter in the box. Now, ready. Gossage focuses in on the target. Now the delivery. Alomar pops it up on the infield. Pizzuto circles beneath it in short left field and puts it away. 1 down. Singleton gets set to bat against Gossage. A productive power hitter. Singleton has a brace and 4 trips. He's driven in a run, and he scored a run. Singleton steps up to the plate. Glances down at the plate. Waits. Right-hander Gossage. Ready. The pitch. Singleton wraps it to the right side. Azari ranges to his left, but he won't get it. Base hit for Singleton. The go-ahead run has reached Ken with his 3rd hit in this game. Okay, the Orioles have 1 down, runner on first. Next up, Murray. Eddie is 1 for 3 with a walk. Driven in 1. Gossage cannot afford to make a mistake to Murray. Singleton won't wander far from first. Murray, preparing himself, taps the bat on the inside of his right foot. Gossage has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. Gossage positions his mitt. Murray stands in, adjusts himself. Waits for the pitch. Gossage is on the slab, poker-faced as he gets Munson signed. The right-handed hitter, Robinson, on deck. Righty against lefty. Checks Singleton on first. First baseman, Garrett, holding the runner on. The pitch. Big swing. But he got under it. Center fielder, DiMaggio drifts back. He's got it. 2 gone. Singleton hurries back to first. Robinson is stepping up to hit against Gossage for Baltimore. 2 outs. Singleton on at first. Robinson is 1 for 3 with a walk. 1 ribby. Gossage will need his best stuff to get Robinson. Robinson pulls at his sleeve. Gossage stretches his arms above his head. Batter in the box. Adjusts his shoulders. Waits for the pitch. Gossage is on the slab. Righty against righty. Checks Singleton on first. Quick move to the plate. Chopped over the middle. Gossage leaps and can't reach it. Pizzuto to Nazari. Go for it. It gets through. A seeing eye job. Singleton is well around second. They're waving him on. Here comes a throw. Here's a play at third. And he's out by inches. 3 away. Go to town, Yankees. They knock out the go-ahead run at third. The coach was waving him on with 2 outs. Weaver had better take these guys back to the basics. The half for the Orioles. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1. A chance goes by the board. Score tied at 3 at the end of 9 1/2. New York now will send out the top of the order. Nazari, DiMaggio, and Ruth. To get it going for the Yankees here. Nazari, he bats right. Tony walked once, now 0 for 3. Watt will need his best stuff to get Nazari. Nazari has speed. Watt stretches his arms above his head. The ump wants to look at the ball. Now he returns it to Watt. So now, Tony stands in, waits. Catcher ready. Watt comes to him. Grounded to second. He's there. Plenty of time for the first out. One gone. New York now sends DiMaggio to bat from the right. He has great power. Joe, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 4 trips. He's driven in a run, and he scored once. The Orioles defense on the ready. DiMaggio has the speed to shake things up. Joe at the plate, leans in. Watt looking home. Watt brings it home. Line drive base hit to right. Buford fields it and throws it to second. A clean single from DiMaggio. The game winner is now at first. Second hit for DiMaggio in the game. 1 out, 10th inning, 1 on. Ruth advancing to the bat. Ruth has been up 4 times with a hit, and he scored once. Thunder in that bat. DiMaggio can fly at first. Ruth tucks in his shirt. Watt works the ball with his hand. Batter in the box. Glances down at the plate. Loosens his grip slightly. Waits for the pitch. Watt put on the rubber. Jaw tightens as he gets a sign. Next would be Gehrig. Lou is in the on-deck circle. Watt will go to work on him. First baseman Murray right on the bag. The pitch. He goes the other way. Hit towards Singleton in deep left. He's after it. Way back. Still going. Over Singleton's head. It's gone. It's all over. A 2-run dinger. Babe trots around the bases. He loves a trip downtown. He's greeted at the plate. And that's it. The Yankees have won it. Spurred on by the disciplined leadership of McCarthy. In dramatic fashion, they have beaten the Orioles. Ruth has won this game with a clutch 10th inning home run. Finished with 1 gone here in the 10th inning. The Yankees take the 5-3 decision. Here's the line for the Yankees. 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They leave 6 for the Orioles. 3 runs on 11 hits, no errors. And they leave 8. Gossage gets his first win. His record now 1-0. Watt takes his first loss. His record now 0-1. So that winds up this 3-game series. Yankees take the series 2-1 for the Yankees. Overall, they now stand at 2-1. The Orioles overall 1-2. And this game is in the books. This is WAPBA and Ernie Harwell saying so long from New York. Yankees take this one from the Orioles 5-3.
So Baltimore tries to make a game out of it, and yeah, still early in the season here. So, just a couple closing thoughts before I go. So, Ken, I will set up 1911 and see. It's going to take a while to do the managers, but what I am going to do is just use some of the existing AI managers for dead ball until then. A lot of people still don't realize that this game is around, and it's superb. It's superb. Let me go ahead and close this. I forget that this echoes in everybody's ear, and let's bring that up. There we go. But this game still is a fantastic game. It's a fantastic game, and just all of it. It really immerses you. I mean, someone once said that you read a book. And the images in a book in your mind's eye are better than any movie, anything like that. And as beautiful as MLB The Show is, and I have like 5 editions of it, and as great looking as Out of the Park baseball is, even Action PC, they're great looking games, and Out of the Park really does a great job of, with Mike Silva's ballparks and everything as well. Plays a damn fine game of baseball. MLB The Show. It looks like you're watching something on the telly. In fact, I remember in 2020, I think the New York Mets were actually just broadcasting some games using MLB The Show. But there's something about this game that, I could see that Babe Ruth home run, even though there's no animation on the screen other than the runners, the little low thing, what their names, just jumping from one base to that. But I've loved this game ever since. Second to Out of the Park baseball, I really think. Yeah, this one in Action PC, it's a toss-up for number 2. I love this game. I know that a lot of people tune in, and it's not the greatest game to stream. I will be the first to admit that. There's not a lot to watch. You're staring at a ballpark. I could put up a picture of Miss July up there, I suppose, if YouTube wouldn't smack me for it. I've often thought about putting up, creating a 3D model of an old-time radio or something and putting it up there maybe. But there's just something about just having that ballpark up there. And I put this up there so folks can sit back, relax, close your eyes, whatever, listen to a ball game. Maybe you're rolling up one at home or something like that. I mean, we certainly have enough of the, the spit and the polish and the sheen of all these other games that I've mentioned. And I love this game and will always play it. So I'm going to keep this league going. Of course, the McGraw League will keep going as well. You can see this is a lot of baseball to play here, and there's some great matchups coming up in this. And I guess I got to start putting in the notes what this league is all about. But I'm going to set up 1911. Not right now. I just want to see if I might have, in a weird way. I probably didn't. But I'm going to have a look at 1911 just to see real quick. In the meantime, Cousin Ken, always hanging out, man. He's the tough guy here. He is the tough guy and the inspiration for me to keep going, believe me. So I'll be able to tell right away. Nope, this one is not set up yet. So 1911, won't take me long to set it up, though. Set up 1911 and put the managers in as we go along. Oh, you are so welcome, cousin. I'm sitting here and I'm working on some sleight of hand magic, and I thought, why not have the best of both worlds? Working on some sleight of hand, just learned a new effect where the 4 aces are put into the deck, and where there's 4 and different cards in the table. The deck and the cards never come near each other in an instant. The aces that were buried in the deck are back on the table. So I'm working on that bit of sleight of hand, and I thought, why not listen to some Ernie and hang out with my friends here, this community. So this is always a pleasure for me to do this, believe me. So for anybody watching this at the end, this is a franchise stars disc that breaks teams up. As you can see, this is a lot of teams. So you're going to see Washington will have its own team, but Minnesota also has its own team. The St. Louis Browns and the Baltimore Orioles each have their own team. Both Dodgers teams, the Giants, and there's a couple expansion teams in here too, as well. But I like the fact that that the San Francisco Giants, for instance, right? In fact, we got a hell of a matchup coming up here. We have the Giants, the Cardinals coming up. This should be really, really, really good. It's going to be Cooper versus Eustace. So yeah, we got the LA Dodgers against the Cincinnati Reds. That's going to be Don Drysdale versus Epa Rixey. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia were rained out. I have to reschedule that rain out, which is something you can do in out of the park or not. I'm sorry, baseball for Windows. What else here? Yeah, it's just going to be fun. And again, you can see we got a long ways to go. These late night low pop broadcasts are so good for the soul. They are really. I love them, because I know that, there's 4 other people, there's you and there's 3 other folks, but you know what? It's kind of like just hanging out and it's chill. And I love it. I love it too, and I've never been one to try to quote unquote grow the channel. I think it's hit critical mass at 561. And, I got to thank the community. I got to thank Dead Ball Baseball, because when we did McGreevy, that's when my channel started getting a lot of subscribers. I think there's a real interest in the faster game, but I think there's also just an interest in generally in the history of game, in the history of baseball when it was pure. And, again, these games, whether cards and dice or digital or hybrids, they allow us to go back to a time before, baseball had these weird rules, ghost runners on second and bases the size of pizza boxes and limited pickoff throws to first. And, all the nonsense that Rob Manfred and company, we wrote to the fans, this is what they wanted. That's bullshit, man. So that's the other thing. And of course, I think for Ken, Clinton, and myself, those of us who are, over 30, this brings back memories for us of listening to baseball on the radio. As Ken says, I know Clinton enjoys them as well, because often we'll chat about the game the following day. This brings back those great times. And for me, it was, when I was in college in the 90s, my best friend and I, we'd put the radio in the window of my flat. It was on the first floor. Stick it in the window on a spring day, a summer day, and have a Pirate game on, or whatever baseball game we could find on the radio. Usually Pirates. We're both Pirate fans. And have a catch, talk baseball while Lanny Fratteri was calling a Bucco game. What can you say? Maybe some of you have memories of listening to Jack Buck, with St. Louis, or you have Harry Callis, or Harry Carey, Bob Prince, Vin Scully, Ernie Harwell himself, for you Tigers fans. If you go way back, of course, Mel Allen calling Yankees games. Red Barber, I don't think anybody here is old enough to have heard Red Barber, but it brings all that back in a way that no other baseball game does. There's no glitz to it, anything like that. And again, it's a way for us to just kind of be there, right? I mean, so when I do the 1911 season here, will it play out exactly as it did? Probably not, but I don't think that's the idea of playing a baseball sim. I think you want believable results, but sometimes people grouse that, well, this team finished third in 1935 and in here they finished fifth. What's that? That means it's a crap baseball sim. No, it isn't. I've often said that if God could prove this, God could say, all right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a season and we're going to start it all over and let it play out. and it's going to be different. It's going to be different, and that's the other beauty of it, that we can write our own narratives. And I hope that the next time that Bernie and I do a podcast and we get somebody on here that we can interview, I'd like to talk about creating narrative. And the reason being, and I don't want to stay too long, Ken, I know it's late for you and everything like that. But, you know, why I keep returning to this theme of narrative is a lot to do with so the heart and soul of this channel. Ken is just a brilliant journalist, and loves baseball. He loves other sports too, but baseball is his, this is his thing, as it is mine. And, you know, Ken always sort of, as he provides a lot of great color to these broadcasts, no matter what baseball game I'm doing. He manages to weave narrative through it. And there's a project that I do hope at some point down the road he does return to. You know, that he had this great idea of recreating Albert Goodwill Spalding's baseball tour of the world. So I know Ken's been doing a lot of other things I'm not at liberty to talk about, but I am hoping that will come around. But the point being is, you know, as Dave Gardner said, and I love this. He said, once you roll the dice, and I'll just add, once you click the mouse, it's fantasy anyhow. I don't care if you're doing a season replay. As soon as you make that first roll of the dice and you're looking up your APBA cards, or you're clicking the mouse and you're picking your play, or whatever you're doing, or you're just having the AI manage both teams, you're already in an alternate reality. You're replaying a season only in that those players are there. Or if you're doing something like this, you're playing something that has never happened. And you can do this with cards and dice too. But it was Ken, following Ken throughout his Bats project. So this is the APBA Bats pre-expansion. So the Sweet 16. I've shown the rosters up here a couple of times. This is kind of an expansion of that, if you will. But just the way Ken and Clinton, the same way, you know, Clinton sends me all kinds of stuff on Messenger, box scores, things like that. And it's a new narrative. It is a completely new narrative that I think is as valid, if you will, as meaningful as the real thing. You know, let's say I was doing, you know, let's pick a year, say 1941, right? Well, you know, is Ted Williams going to hit 406? Maybe. Is Joe DiMaggio going to hit in 56 games straight? Chances against are pretty. But what other narratives emerge? And maybe think about that, guys. I know it's maybe getting a bit cerebral at 1:18 in the morning on a, you know, but think about the narratives that you create. Ken talks about it. I forget the gentleman's name, but this guy rolls cards and dice, like just crazy amounts of cards and dice. Let me get to Ken's project here. He said, the Bats project was so satisfying. Oh, you're welcome, man. I'm glad I nudged you in that one. That wasn't that hard of a nudge. But following that, you know, and you know, we love we get emotionally involved. I mean, you look at other content creators that stay consistent in what they're doing. And you hear that. And anyhow, so this guy, and I forget his name, rolls up this crazy amount of cards and dice, man. He does not use, this guy doesn't use any companions like Digital Diamond or Pocket Pennant Run or Ball Score or Ball Stat or whatever the hell it's called. This guy rolls each and every game, posts all his stuff on Delphi forums, so you can. If I know the guy's name, so go Google Delphi and find this guy. Anyhow, he's created an encyclopedia of what he's doing, and you know, I think if I would love to get hold of that guy and interview him on here, even though I do digital baseball. It's only because I lack space. And I would love to talk to him because I think I suspect that he would say that yes, this narrative, this history that I've written is every bit as meaningful as the history of Major League Baseball. His name's Mike, says Ken. I'll have to look around for this guy on Delphi. Ken said I'd never played a franchise set in all the years I've been playing, thus the hesitancy. But man, you're wrong on that front. Yeah, and you know something, Ken? Maybe, in a few years, if you don't want to use my thing of like shuffling them up and stuff and doing a blind draft, but if you replayed that again, maybe roughly the standings would come out the same way, cousin. But I think that you would have a completely different narrative of what happened. And so even, for guys, it's like, if you buy just one season for a baseball game, play through the season as the season replay. Play it again if you love the season. If you love that season, play it again. And then, this is really easy to do in digital baseball, dump them in a draft pool. Change the names of the teams, do whatever you want, draft them onto something new and create a new narrative. You might find it's fun. I see a lot of guys, and I'll close off with this. And again, you play what you love. Yeah. So Ken says, I wonder, what a redux would who knows, right? And I see guys and believe me, I love most of our creators on here. I think most of them do a great job. But what I see a lot is kind of the let's just play these same kind of seasons, from say 1975 onwards. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but I think 1975 has been played to death by just about everybody, yours truly included. And so why I focus on, the 19th century and dead ball era more, although this wasn't an example of that, it's because I want to experience and let that history come alive. And, nobody alive here on this earth saw Ty Cobb play live, or Hannes Wagner. Nobody here alive saw John Clarkson pitch, or Kid Nichols or Old Hoss Radbourne or whomever, right? We didn't see these guys. And, again, they've been forgotten, so many of them, So Ken here says, 1908, 61, 67, 69, 75, 86, your top overplayed seasons. Yeah, and I'm guilty. 1908 is I would say 1908 and 1975 for me are like, I've played the shit out of them. And now I had 1971 as a Pirate fan for obvious reasons. I don't do a lot of Pirate games on this channel. But yeah, I think we do kind of gravitate toward those seasons. I'll add one more, 1929. I love the 1929 season. I can't help it. What can I say? Lefty Grove is a beast that year, and the Athletics are a juggernaut. But don't be afraid to create your own narrative, guys. It's fun. Look what Legend Sports Universe is doing on his channel with MLB The Show. He's making that game do what it wasn't designed to do and creating an amazing narrative. What Dwayne Martz is doing as a hybrid, that Bats League that Ken has, right? So Ken's the one that started all this. Dwayne's like, I should do this and he does it with the APBA Master game, as Ken did, and uses Digital Diamond as the companion, and he's playing out the games. And as Ken said, Dwayne has really embraced that project big time, and I'm so glad he's done it. And he's talked about how it's really cool that he's learning more about players, and that's the same with me. I've got a decent baseball library. It's not like it used to be. It's not like Ken's or a lot of other guys here. It's pretty good though. And it's one thing reading about them, and and you should always read, learn, watch films, watch the documentaries, watch when only the ball was white. Watch the Ken Burns documentary, watch baseball movies, Bingo. And by the way, may his memory be eternal. James Earl Jones, you know, Bingo Long and the Traveling All-Stars, Field of Dreams, whatever. But also when you play these games, you're allowing history to come alive, man. And you have the best seats, man. You're up along the first base line in any game that you want to play. And I love this game, man. I have three, besides women. You know, my passions in life have always been baseball. Baseball has been always that, and my love for this game grows yearly. Just when I think I can't love baseball enough, I love it more. And of course, sleight of hand magic, and music, creating music, and what have you. But baseball. And here I am, starting to sound like the Ken Burns documentary a bit, but there was Thomas Boswell talks about this. I forget what inning it is. It might be the first inning of the baseball documentary, but Boswell talks about how baseball, and it's not an exact quote, but he kind of nurtures, you know, how it's a comfort. And I think about it, you know, he talked about, like, you know, for the shut-in, for instance, you know, and, you know, out there's, you know, senior citizens, man. And, you know, their thing maybe that day was to listen to a baseball game, right? And there it was. And so for that 2 or 3 hours of that baseball game, everything is gone. The arthritis is gone. The what have you all of that bad stuff is gone. And they're back there, and they're that 16-year-old kid, you know, wanting to be Ernie Banks, you know, or trying to pitch like Steve Carlton. And I love that. And I think baseball does that better than other sports. And I think that's, you know, today at work, I was thinking about even baseball movies and how they are like that too. I mean, I know there's been, you know, these movies about other sports and stuff, but if you look at every baseball movie, right, or almost every baseball movie, even the comedies, right, but there's a touch of something deeper. All right, Cousin Ken, thank you, man. And I'm just going to close with this. You watch a baseball movie, and there, in some way or another, it brings up again all the richness, the tradition. Watch Major League. It's very subtle, but it happens in there. Field of Dreams and The Natural, those movies hit you right over the head with it. But anyhow, I encourage you guys, again, to just, with your projects, try a different narrative. Maybe take a season that you love, 1975, and say, all right, I want to see if it's different if I do this or that. That being said, I want to thank Cousin Ken Castro, who is the heart and soul of this channel, for coming in and hanging out with me tonight during this ball game. Also, Professor Clinton Parks was with us for a little while. I really, really appreciate it. We had a few other people watching, and Bernie stopped in earlier. So until the next time we meet, there will probably, I'm not sure if there'll be a game tomorrow night, but there'll be baseball coming up this weekend, continuing the McGraw League, and this and some 1911. I'm going to start the 1911 season on here. I think that will be fun. And that's it. See y'all around the batting cage, and good night.